What's up? What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing? What's up? This is Real Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda. Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! I hope y'all are having a blessed day. Make sure you like, you share, you comment, tell a friend, and tell a friend that Real Talk Podcast is on right now, okay? And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Because it's only going up from here. Please believe that. Okay, I can't read with these glasses on. Real Talk Podcast is all about the real. Healing, growing, prosperity, and real life experiences that will inspire a generation to have exponential growth to be the last and the first. Tune in to healthy conversations, love, laughs, tears, and all. And don't forget, this is a non-judgment zone and a non-religion zone. Feel free, come in, get comfortable, because we about to talk about some good stuff today, okay? I have my co-host with me. I'm gonna start off this week with Mr. Gabriel Baker.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all know I'm putting on playoffs, baby.
Putting on. I see you, cuz.
Playoffs.
I see you. And then we have my co-host, Miss Jilly Ming Bang. Where you at, Miss Jilly Ming Bang?
Where at, Jilly Bean?
Where you at, girl?
I'm over here having technical difficulties.
We having technical difficulties.
Well, hey,
We
y'all.
have a
Hey, y'all.
She's here. She made it.
She's here. She's
getting a
here. Our other co-host is running a little late, but what is she saying, y'all?
She's saying she's gonna need the link's not working for her. She's saying for the stream, she actually needs. She's saying she needs a link again. It's not letting her go through. Somebody gotta resend her the link.
1 second.
Jesus.
Oh man,
this is just going crazy over here.
Invite copy. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Excuse us and our technical difficulties.
Tick.
What a Wednesday.
Okay, she should be on in a moment. But I have a very special guest that is waiting to come in that I didn't tell nobody about, but she is here to talk sports. We are going to get into some sports talk with Gabriel Baker. And I just want to let her in, and she is Rochester's very own Karate Kid, y'all. Her name is Chrissy, and she knows how to talk that talk, okay? Hold on 1 second. Let me bring in my co-host before we bring Chrissy. There we go. Hey, girl. Hey, go.
Hey.
Bring it in, Miss Chrissy, I don't wanna... now.
You're here. You made it.
I did.
Hey!
Hi, Chrissy.
Right.
How are you?
Let's talk.
Can you hear us good?
Yes.
Okay, Chrissy. These are my co-hosts. Mr. Gabe is going to be talking sports with you, and Miss Jill is here, and Miss Mickey. Can you please just talk loud so we can hear you, because I know you have a small, sweet voice. But I just want to let y'all know this is Rochester's very own Karate Kid, okay? She is a champion at heart, y'all. She's just out here just, listen, she a force to be reckoned with, okay? She is not the 1, the 2, or the 3, okay? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into sports?
As you might know, I'm Rochester's own Karate Kid. I recently competed at Worlds, got third place in the world on Team USA Inspired. seventh in the board in kata, seventh in the board in weapons.
Dang.
Wow. Amazing. And
Nice.
how old are you?
9.
9.
Good.
Yes, this baby is 9. We look like we having some major technical difficulties today, but we're gonna keep on going, although
Well, Jill
it's
just
happening.
Jill just vanished. And I don't know where Mickey face at. Mickey.
It's all good, Gabe. Go ahead.
All
I'm gonna get it
right.
together.
So we just gonna get into this, I guess. Tell everybody what they technical difficulties, get them figured out. But I'm gonna start it off with the real talk sports section. Y'all know how I do. So we back at it. So what I want to first start off with is congratulate everybody that made the playoffs, all the teams that worked so hard to make the playoffs. Giving them a little congratulations, especially to my team, the Buffalo Bills, actually. The best team.
Of course.
But first I want to start off.
Yeah.
I want to start off talking about who y'all think the best player in the NFL, MVP. And I got two people in particular I like to talk about. You know, they're both quarterbacks. One's my quarterback. One's Jilly Bean Mean quarterback.
Know it.
What these quarterbacks are Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. All right.
That Lamar Jackson.
And Lamar Jackson, yeah, he played for the Ravens. Yeah. He all right. I ain't gonna hate him.
He's him. That is him. He is him.
But I'm gonna give y'all a little stats on these players and what they doing and what y'all think, who y'all think the best. I'm gonna give y'all the numbers, so we just follow the numbers. All right. So here go my quarterback, Josh Allen, the best. Okay, the best. Josh Allen stats for the year: total yards 4,306 yards. Okay, total yards. Total rushing touchdowns, he had 15. This is a quarterback, y'all. This ain't no runner back. This is a quarterback with 15 rushing touchdowns. Okay? All right, then we gonna get into the ugly part. Nobody really
yawn. Go ahead.
He had 22 turnovers.
Womp womp.
That's the only bad thing. And total
22.
He had 29. So that's a lot.
Oh,
All right, let's go to Lamar Jackson. Let's talk about Lamar now. Lamar Jackson had 3678 total yards, right? So 3,678 total yards, 24 total TDs, only 5 rushing touchdowns. Y'all seen how many Josh Allen had? Lamar only had 5.
That's okay though. That's okay.
And then the big difference, he only had 7 turnovers against my quarterback 22.
Digits.
So who y'all think? From what y'all just done heard, with them stats, obviously my quarterback got more yards, more total TDs. The only thing that's different from him is he threw more interceptions. Who y'all think the best?
He definitely
Come on, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Like all the way. Let's go, man.
Thank
Come
you.
on, man.
Thank you.
What you thinking, Chrissy?
Let Chrissy speak.
Chrissy, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm kind of biased because I am a Bills fan, but
that's my girl. That's my girl. Yes.
Oh no, put her backstage.
Chrissy gonna tell the truth.
I think with yards and touchdowns, big difference. I think it's gonna be Josh Allen.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. Y'all hear that?
You lucky you
Chrissy
cute.
Done spoke.
That's about all that's keeping you
Chrissy
on this
said he got more yards and more touchdowns. She thinks it's gonna be Josh.
It's Lamar. I gotta stick with Lamar.
Come on, man.
I'm loyal.
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen because Chrissy went with Josh Allen.
Of course you do.
So.
Thank you, cuz. Thank you.
You know what? We don't need an army, Jill.
So we already
we don't need an army.
Sorry. Right. So now we got it. Mickey and Jill is not with Josh Allen. They obviously with Lamar. So
what do we get when we win? Because I want a prize.
What? If y'all win, y'all ain't gonna win.
No. What you mean?
Y'all ain't gonna win. That's the thing.
No, well, I'm saying, okay, so if we do win, that's me and Jill, what do we get?
Oh, so this is like I gotta do something.
Can I burn your hat or something?
Oh, heck no. Heck no.
Okay, yeah, because you know you're gonna lose. So what
I'll
do
get
we
on here and admit
and we get our favorite candy, Jill. We're gonna get our favorite snack. That's what we get if me and
Get
Jill
I
that
win.
got.
right
All
there.
right. I got y'all. I got y'all.
Right. Yep.
If y'all
That
win,
right
y'all
there.
get your favorite snack. All right.
Yep.
But if we win,
What's your favorite snack?
Go Bills.
y'all gotta. Yes, y'all gotta say it every episode until the next season.
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's crazy.
Y'all gotta
That
just say go Bills. That's
that's not
it.
All
even
Go
right, so
fair.
you
Bills.
know what? Nah. Then we
That's
just
not a
going.
big. It's not a big thing.
A
All
whole
y'all say is
season?
go Bills.
I'm not
All
doing
right,
that.
time.
That's cursing.
All right. Let's move along, y'all. Let's move along before we get caught up.
Bull crap.
Let's talk about the playoffs. Okay, let's talk
Let's
about these matchups in
go.
this first round of the playoffs. Okay, so first matchup for the AFC, we got my Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who y'all got in that one? Just randomly, y'all, from y'all own information, who y'all think gonna win?
You said who did the who did?
Let
Buffalo
Chrissy
Bills
answer
versus
first.
the Steelers.
Oh, let her go. Go ahead.
They're not
That's a
going to feel like it.
Who you got, Chrissy?
Um, I need a second. But yes, the Bills versus the Steelers. I think the Bills are gonna win.
It's gonna be an easy one, right, Chrissy? It should be an easy one, right?
I agree.
That should be the
I'll
easiest
go.
one. It actually should be the easiest one out of all the playoff games because we
Why do you think that, Chrissy?
Like, the Steelers are like one of the worst teams, other than the Panthers and the Texans.
exactly. That girl know her
Talk about. I know
information.
that's right.
That girl know
That's
her
right.
information.
I
Yes.
know
yes,
that's right,
indeed,
girl.
sugar.
Okay,
You're gonna
let's
do
let's
so
move
much
along. Let's
research.
move along. Get off my team. All right. What about Kansas City and Miami? Kansas City
Definitely
Chiefs versus Miami
Oh,
Dolphins.
all day. We already know the answer to that.
Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
oh,
So who y'all? Oh, so you saying KC,
Definitely
Mickey?
all day.
What you
You
got,
know I'm gonna
Cuz?
go for Mahomes. Come on, man.
Who you got, Shalonda?
I don't know.
Oh, she got. I don't know. Who
I
you
say
got, Jill?
Kansas City.
No,
I
she
say
got
Kansas City.
Kansas
definitely
City.
KC. Can't go
What
wrong.
about you, Chrissy?
I got Kansas City.
All
That's
right.
right.
Oh,
Good
we
Okay.
choice.
all on the same.
All
There we
right. Good.
go.
Good choice, y'all. Y'all
Sorry,
making good
Tua.
choices, like y'all know. All right. Last one
Yeah, sorry,
for the
Tua.
AFC. We have Houston, Texans versus the Browns. I don't even really
Oh,
follow these teams, y'all, but
Yeah.
I just want y'all opinion if y'all do know or not. I'm going for the Browns.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna throw a wild one out there and say the
Yeah, I'm
Browns.
gonna say the Browns. I don't really know Houston like that, so I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm gonna just let y'all have that because I have no idea about the stats for either of those teams.
See, a
That
lot of
do
people.
not
It's
follow them.
okay. If
Yeah,
anybody in the comments wanna let y'all know who y'all think on. Let us know who y'all think on win. Let us know. Tell us who y'all think
Who
on
you
win.
think? Who you going with, Chrissy?
I'm going with the
who
Browns
you
because
with?
the absolutely suck.
Who suck?
Okay, we moving on to the
She
NFC,
said the
y'all.
Browns suck.
Moving
The
on up.
Texans suck.
The Texas sucks. She
Oh,
said. She said the
Yeah, I don't
Texas
really know.
absolutely. All right, we going to the NFC side, y'all. All right, who y'all got against the Cowboys and Green Bay?
Oh,
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm going
Oh,
with
I
Green
knew
Bay.
you was gonna say that. Cause
I'm
how did
definitely
I know
going
you
with
was gonna
Green
say
Bay.
I'm
I
going with
I,
the?
cannot stand them
I'm
Cowboys.
going with the Cowboys because
I
my
can't
son is a
stand
Cowboys
Cowboys.
fan and I gotta support him. I
There's
have
too
to go
many
with the
Cowboys
Cowboys.
fans out there for me, y'all. Too many. I feel like they just and
I
then they
mean,
mean they not even nice fans like Bills fans. They
stat
just
wise,
ignorant.
they running neck and neck with us, so I can't really call them whack. But just for the sake of the sake, I mean, Cowboys they record not bad this year. I can't say that they're doing terrible, but I'm gonna still go with Green Bay. You know,
Okay.
even though Green Bay is like 9-8, and and the Cowboys is like 12-5, but that's not important.
It's not. It doesn't
It's not
matter
important.
after
It's not
this. It
important.
period.
doesn't matter. It's playoff time.
Yeah, it's
All
not.
right, let's move along. We got Detroit Lions versus those LA Rams. Who y'all got?
man.
I
Mm,
got Rams too. I got Rams too,
I
that's
wouldn't
Chrissy.
I wouldn't I wouldn't even know who to pick.
because the Lions got a good. They
Lions got a
that's
good
good
team.
too.
They doing really
They
good.
12-5 too.
And the Rams on the
Uh oh.
street.
What
They saying the
happened?
Rams on the
I
street.
don't
So
know.
Somebody sneezed.
I'm telling you. We just got rearranged.
Yeah,
Spectrum
what
had a
happened? Because I
sneezing.
just was up top. Now
Yeah,
Chrissy
they
on
had put
top.
it in, from greatest to, I'm
Your
sorry.
time is
Okay, it's all
going.
right.
Your
It's
time.
Oh
cool.
Your
no, I
time
can't
is
do my girl
going.
Jill like that. No, I don't know what happened, Gabe.
I don't
Buffalo.
know. Technical difficulty. All right, last one, y'all. And then I want y'all to
You said
just
that 2 ones ago.
no, this is the last one. Look at all the games. There's a lot of games. All right, we got Bucks and the Eagles. Who y'all
Eagles.
got? I got the Eagles.
Fly like an eagle.
I got the
Dang,
Eagles.
I was trying to spit that
I'm
out,
Mm-mm.
and
gonna
you just said
go.
it.
Wait, who is the Dirty Birds? Is that the Ravens or the Eagles?
That's
I
the
feel
Eagles.
so slow. Or is that the Falcons? Never mind. Ignore me. It's too many birds in the NFL, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we are top bird, okay?
Y'all better do y'all
Yeah, you got the
research.
Eagles, you
Y'all,
got
we
the
running low on
Ravens, you got,
time, and Chrissy has to go.
let's
Oh,
go, guys. Come on.
Chrissy, who you got for the Eagles and the Buccaneers?
The Eagles.
Oh, good choice, Chrissy. Chrissy know her football. Chrissy know her football.
She do.
Well,
Yes.
that's it for the first round, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's for the first round.
Period. Add your
All
input
right.
into the comments. Let me read the comments.
Yeah, let us
Bike
know.
Life Jones said, hey. Lala A said, hey, y'all. Hey, Bike Life Jones. Hey, Lala
What's up?
girl.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Bike Life Jones said, the Karate Kid.
She know her football.
she do.
Josh Allen had 18 interceptions.
I said that. I did. I said
How
22 turn. I said all his turnovers. I put
he
that
said,
out there.
how is
So
he the most valuable player?
he has the most yards
And
and the most touchdowns out of any
Bye.
player.
all right, y'all. Chrissy has to go. Thank you so much,
Thank
Bye,
you
Chrissy, for
for
coming
Chrissy.
through.
joining us.
Chrissy, you
Bye.
killed
Bye.
it, girl.
Yeah,
She
she
know
had
her.
She
She
something to
know
know
her
her
say, so she was
football.
football.
coming on real quick, and we'll get her on again. And next time we'll
And
be
she's
able
a
to talk
Bills
a little
fan.
bit more.
She's a
And she
Bills
knows
fan.
her. She is really
She
smart.
do.
She
She
knows
know her
her
She's
stuff.
smart.
stuff.
She
She said
definitely know
nah.
her
She
stuff.
said them Texans whack. She said they straight
She
trash.
Yeah.
sure did.
Listen, I'm about to be
Oh,
up all night doing a bunch of research on football. Like, yeah, I'm gonna know what I'm talking about next time.
Yeah, I got know a
Okay.
little bit something.
The Eagles are out. Bike Life Jones said, and Shy the realist said, "Hey Shy." He said, "Mickey like the 40 what?"
Ah, the
we weren't even
Niners.
talking about my team.
The Niners. Ew.
Don't do that.
The
Cause I know you,
Niners.
Gabe, you can't talk, bro.
Here they go.
We're gonna save this
All
for the
right,
back
y'all.
room. Hmm
Yeah, we're gonna
Save this
save
for
it because we
backstage.
went overtime with what we wanted to talk about. So, Mickey, do you have any? Mickey, did you know?
I'm gonna start charging for my services of my mind because it's so mega. But
Okay.
yeah, so boom. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been drinking on
Okay.
New Year's. So if you still hungover today on January 10th, go ahead and go to the store and get you some dandelion tea.
Dandelion.
Dandelion tea.
Dandelion tea. That's gonna cure that hangover.
Sounds
Shout
disgusting.
out to my sis Shari Amor for that information. She makes her own like smoothies and all type of healthy things. So yeah.
Dandelion tea. Okay. You know, my
Dandelion
Period.
birthday
tea.
coming
Dandelion
up.
tea gets rid of hangovers.
Dandelion tea. So all
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
So you can go pick them outside in the springtime, and if you got a
Yep.
hangover, just put them in
Eat it.
some
Just,
water and
yeah. Swallow it
Young
with some
tea.
water. Boom.
Punch on it a little bit. No, dandelion.
Okay. What is the favorite color of the world? The most popular color in the world. Can you guess?
Purple.
purple,
Blue.
That's number 3.
blue,
That's number
No
1.
way.
blue.
Yes.
I knew it was
Blue.
blue.
No.
I like
Okay,
that's my
blue.
favorite color.
I love blue.
That's
Yep.
my
I
favorite
love
Can
color.
you guess
blue.
the second though? So we got blue is number 1. Purple was number 3. What is number
Black.
2?
Red,
Nope.
red.
Nope. It's a color I don't even think is popular, but
Really?
it is popular when it comes to if you want them bands. You know what I'm saying?
Green.
Yeah, baby.
Dang.
Ah,
Dang.
interesting.
Yes,
It's
sir.
green.
So
I like
green.
money green.
Everybody
Yep.
like green. Yeah,
Yeah,
green
I
is a
like to
big
feel the
one.
green too. I like to
I
feel it
think,
in my fingers. I
and
like to feel the green in my fingers.
it's
Shy has
emotion.
said
It's something
black.
about that.
Yeah. Shy said black. Lala said white. Phoenix said white.
Mhm.
Shy said everything is better in black.
I like
And
black.
Including the girls. Hey.
The
yeah.
people.
Hey. Okay, y'all know.
Y'all need to stop.
Woo! Yeah, and then they said he came to the school with
You
an
got. Oh, you did your two. Okay, that was quick. Go ahead. Go
That
ahead. All
was
right,
it. She
that was
because
only
I
had
Nikki.
take
two.
Did
tips,
you
you
know?
know. Thank you.
Nikki,
I'll
did
take
you
tips.
Go
know?
ahead,
Thank you.
Jillian.
These are I take tips. Oh, okay. So I actually wanted to get some opinions real quick.
Snap.
About Kyla Pratt and her husband. I'm gonna look at my notes real quick, y'all. So Kyla Pratt and her fiance Danny. Is how you say his last name?
Arnez?
Kirkpatrick. They've been engaged
That
for
ain't
13.
Arnez.
It ain't our name.
You never watch One on One, but you talk about
No,
Cowboys.
yes,
Arnett.
I know, they not it. Okay,
Oh
listen,
That's
okay,
no.
so they've
hilarious.
been married for they've been engaged for 13 years. Now, for those that don't know these people, Kyla is a actress. She played, of course, in One on One, as
Hmm.
Mickey was just saying.
Okay,
She
now I
did
know who that.
play. She played the voice of Penny Proud in the Proud Family too.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
did. Yes,
I
she
know who
did.
that
I
is.
forgot
Yeah,
about
And
that.
she played in all three Dr. Doodles.
yeah. She
Wait,
was the
all
little girl.
three?
Yes.
That was the
Yeah.
third one.
Danny is a tattoo artist, and he actually starred in a show called Black Ink Crew Compton, which I watched too.
Yes.
That's a
Oh,
reality TV show. So do you
Yes.
see why that they
oh,
engaged for 13 years? I know you see it.
Now, so
oh. I remember.
they met. They met in 2005. They've been together since then. They had two girls. They have two daughters. One born in 2010, I believe, and the other born in 2011. 2011 is the year they got engaged.
Hmm.
So they're still engaged until this day. Um Fun fact actually about her fiance, he did a tattoo on Taraji. So he's pretty much a
Hmm.
well known tattoo artist too. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
watched the show.
what do y'all think
Yeah,
about
I have a comment. He said they are not getting married because they cannot agree to a prenup agreement.
Really?
see, that was
Well,
something I was
yeah,
gonna
that's
say.
yeah,
Like
it's
if
a
y'all on the
no-brainer.
same page, if y'all I feel like I agree. If y'all on the same page and y'all know y'all not agreeing to everything, then don't jump
Right.
into a
Right.
marriage until y'all on the
That's
same
Until
page.
y'all on that
that's a
page, it
business.
should
A lot
even.
of times
Right.
those relationships it's business. It's not even about anything else. And you could be madly in love, but as far as it, affecting your life, it's cheaper to just be engaged or just be together because once you merge everything and now it's marriage and now it's a contract, you're gonna be like Mary J. Blige, you're gonna be paying some spousal support if they break up. She's gonna be
What?
paying them
Right.
too.
Right. That
So
is
I
true.
don't blame her. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's risky. Like
Yeah.
how many times you gonna
Faith
see
Evans
them?
is paying
Yep.
spousal support too.
Yeah, Kiki
She
Palmer, all
is.
of them about to listen.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
No.
Yeah.
marriage is a big thing,
So
It
so
especially
so
is
what
for
when
y'all
you
those
rich.
people.
so what y'all
Hmm.
saying is she's scared actually to well they're both not they're ready but they're not ready.
He probably more ready than she is. She has more to lose.
Yeah.
Mm.
She
I think
definitely has
she
more to
has
lose.
more than he
Yeah,
he has for
yeah.
sure.
I
I
mean,
But
mean,
I
that's a
they
haven't
long
seen her do
time.
anything
she
lately
has
though. Like
royalties. She don't need to
oh
do nothing.
right, right,
Yeah, she
right,
was on
right.
Proud
popular stuff.
family.
She always got
Yeah,
Proud
Proud
family just
Family and
came back
yeah.
out.
yeah, yeah.
One on one. Once you on Netflix, you got that paper. I wouldn't do it
Wait,
either.
Yeah.
she's
oh,
paying Stevie J?
That's Faith
Yep.
Evans. Ooh wee. What
but you know
happened?
what's crazy about that
Stevie J
situation?
won?
You want to know what's crazy about that situation? At the end of the day, I am sorry. Okay, you knew who Stevie J was. Now why you gonna
Yeah.
sit there and marry a
But
man
she
you seen all
tried
the stuff?
I mean, I think she was so hesitant, but he was just so consistent. He was
He
trying to
was
prove
on
to
her
her that
though.
he was a different man.
You right, cuz
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
was
man,
literally, he was
listen.
not playing with her. He was, when I watched that show, I'm like, dang, he is very, and he was kind of on top of everything until he got
Yeah.
what he wanted. I got you now.
And that 30
Yeah.
I
bands
got
is a
you.
popular number.
That's a lot of money though.
Like
God
that
Word.
30,000
dang.
spousal support,
Spousal
that seemed to
support.
be what
Man,
everybody paying.
listen. It's why you
Dang.
got to be careful. You got
Lala
to be
said
more
she should
careful.
have known, friends or not. Yeah, because they were friends for a very, very long time.
Exactly.
Who?
And you know him, if you know him for so many years, so you know that that's a trait in him that he cannot change. He will not. He refuses
Oh,
to
y'all
change
talking about that love
in
and
that
hip hop?
area.
Oh
Why
Yeah.
wow.
would you?
I don't
Why
know
would you
about it.
marry? You going? What she thought she was gonna change him? He was just gonna all of a sudden become this
Nope.
walking in a
I don't.
straight line
I
man.
You
don't
gotta show
know.
me before you
He
put the
was
ring
going
on me.
hard
Huh?
He
for her
ain't been
though.
like
He was
that all
doing a
these
lot.
years.
He was doing a lot though when he was with her. He was
Yeah.
doing a lot.
Listen
He
here.
wasn't doing regular Stevie J junk like
Lala
we
said
used to.
Regular
exactly,
Stevie
Jill.
J
Yeah,
junk.
he wasn't being a scumbag.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
Man,
scumbag.
listen.
But we
If he
gotta
was a
move on. We only got a couple minutes to get to this topic, and because we're gonna be talking. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta keep
No, you're
moving.
not. Look at my
I tell
uncle,
you,
man.
that's
No, you
why she
ain't.
got.
Look at
That's why
my
she got
uncle.
them shades on.
What's
Every
up,
time you
Uncle
go a
K?
little over, she start rolling her eyes.
Like,
No,
man, y'all going over the time.
let's
She be like, "We
talk
is going over
about
the time
Cat Williams.
again."
I have been waiting. Y'all
Cat,
just don't
Yes,
cat
cat.
know.
out the hat.
A go cat.
Cat out the hat.
Yes,
I don't
Yo,
cat.
even know what
Hat.
to
Cat
say. He said
Williams
it all.
literally went
Man,
on
listen.
Shay Shay and talked to Shannon Sharp about everybody in the
Everybody.
comedy industry. Stuff
Everybody
Everybody.
and their
about
mama.
that we already knew. And I take my hats off to him because it takes courage to speak against stuff. You know what I'm
It do.
saying?
Mhm.
And not everything. I mean, sometimes we copy people or whatever, which is cool. But give your props, give flowers where flowers is due.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot going on. So one thing that he talked about was Steve Harvey stole the hanging with Mr. Cooper, which I think is insane because it is absolutely true.
It's the same
He's
thing.
not funny. He's not funny.
Steve Harvey ain't funny to me.
Who's
He
not
never been
funny?
funny ever since Kings
Cooper?
of Comedy. I never liked the
Cooper
Steve
is
Harvey stand up.
hilarious.
Nah.
I've seen him. I just seen him in
Cool.
Buffalo. Oh my God, he is hilarious.
Okay,
Y'all
so
He's
need to
maybe
go
na-
give
he's
I
him
should
some
watch his
naturally
FaceTime.
stand
he's
up.
naturally
Who's
funny
Steve
Cause
though.
you know some
Harvey?
people
Yeah,
just funny in
You
stand
seen
up,
him?
but not other stuff.
Cooper is
I've seen
naturally funny
Cooper.
though.
Oh,
Steve
Cooper is
Harvey is
funny.
like
Yeah.
made to be funny. I
Oh,
think
he's
Cooper is
funny.
naturally funny. Like
Steve
he's just
Harvey is
naturally
like
funny.
old school funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
It's
know.
like
but
I feel like
For
clearly,
he's
certain
made
people,
to be funny.
you
but
said
let's talk
what?
about the fact that he literally stole the show.
he
He
did.
literally took everything. He got the suit on, he got the tie on. He's a
That's
school teacher,
crazy.
just like Mr. Cooper. And like, yeah, why would you copy the
That's
man's
crazy.
whole entire show?
I
And
don't.
that's
That's
something
kind of
that
weird.
we got receipts on. You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely was airing it out, boy. He
He
let all
definitely.
them skeletons out the
What?
closet.
He was
He
going
did.
in.
Now, do you
Another
think that he
thing that
copied it?
he, yes, absolutely. Another
I'm
thing
saying,
that
like,
he
do you think it
mentioned
was
was
his? I'm sorry.
what?
Okay.
I was saying, like, do you think it was his choice to copy that? Like,
Even if it wasn't, he took the money to do it.
right. Okay.
So another thing that he talked about is that Steve Harvey talked about how he had the best hairline, the best haircut, and all that other stuff. And in all reality, it wasn't even real.
Everybody knew that
His
hair was
hair wasn't
fake.
real.
Everybody knew that
I
perfect.
didn't know.
I knew it was
Too
fake. I
perfect.
used to always say that his hairline too. Ain't nobody got a perfect
Perfect.
edge up like that.
No
Nobody.
way. They sprayed stuff on
Yeah.
there. They
No, he
probably
had
put a
a
little lace
toupee thing
front.
on. It was a whole toupee piece he would put on, like a little one piece. He'd throw it on like a cat. Like, yep, let's go. Put it right. Wait, no, there
Man,
you
He
go.
that thing
also
is
talked
good.
about he
You talk
also
about
talked
Cedric the
about Cedric the
Entertainer.
Entertainer.
He
Yeah,
went
Cedric
in
the
on Ced.
Entertainer
I like
stealing.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Me
I like him.
too.
So I
Too.
was kind of
I
mad.
like
I'm like,
Steve
why you talking
Harvey
about
too.
Ced?
because it's all reality. It is what it is. And if you notice, it's true. Like even with Kevin Hart, after all this time that Cat Williams and Kevin Hart have been in the industry, do you see them in the same room?
Nope, never.
Seeing Cat Williams in the same room as
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
As Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. Not Kevin.
No.
Kevin and Cat.
No, you don't. And
I
Ricky
mean,
Smiley lied and said that he was supposed to be the pimp in Friday After Next.
That
and
one
in all
happened.
reality, he was never supposed to be the pimp. And he did
No.
say that on Shannon Sharp's show.
Yeah, Ice Cube said,
He said he did a cast for it.
He had him try
Cast
different.
for it.
Yeah.
Ice Cube? I thought he said
he didn't
Ice
say
Cube
that.
said that. I seen what Jill talking about. Ice Cube did say
tried him.
He did cast for it. But he said when Cat Williams went to go cast, Cat blew everybody out the water. So
I thought he said
okay,
not
so it was
Ice
never
Cube.
his part.
It was the other.
It never was his part.
It was never his part. He was trying
he
to
just
see
wanted
where
him
he
in
could
the
fit
movie.
in.
Yeah, he just wanted him in somewhere.
But didn't Cat say he had his own script? Wait, what movie y'all talking about?
Yeah, Friday. You right. Cat said.
No, that wasn't. I didn't think that. I thought he said the other comedian, not Ice Cube.
No, Ice Cube said
what
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, Ricky Smiley.
He just wanted Ricky in the movie. He never actually said Ricky was gonna be the pimp. He said, no, I didn't say that. But Ricky Smiley did do casting for the pimp role. So
he wanted to be the pimp in the role.
But Cat Williams had his own. He had his own. What's her name, right?
Yeah, they said when Cat came and did it, they said Cat advanced the role. So he said he already had the role written out, but Cat, put his own spice to it, made it extra, and put more to it, and kind of blew the movie up at the end of the day.
And then another thing that Ice Cube said is that he would never put rape in a movie, which is false information because Players Club.
He did. That's what
Diamond got raped by.
Because I was about. He said something about it. He said he never showed the rape scene though. He said
Diamond
he left
got
it to
raped
the audience.
when she was drunk. Remember?
But we did see her come out all messed up, and obviously we know.
Diamond got raped, and when with the two strippers, what their name was? That night they drugged her.
Yeah, you right. She did. All right.
Scratch out Ebony. Ebony, they didn't.
Ebony
show her
was
rape.
at the end. You right. I forgot that part.
So come on now, Ice Cube.
He did put. So he lied.
You messing me up.
You just pulled. You just pulled this card, cuz. Let's go.
And
Phoenix said, Lala said Uncle Cat, and then she said he ain't scared, and Phoenix said, and now I can't unsee it. I don't know how I was able to get away with how he was able to get away with stealing that man's whole swag, like literally. For real, how did he get away with that? How did we go all these years?
Well, I guess we kind of ignored it ourselves, though, at the end of the day, because if we did, whoever was, I was probably too young at the time to remember Mr. Cooper or the Steve Harvey show at the end of the day.
Well, I remember both. And
I don't remember Mr. Cooper's show, though. I can have a
I don't think I've seen
the Steve Harvey show. To that.
I don't even remember Mr. Cooper's show.
Recently.
I remember his face though. If I see his face, I'm like, yeah, I do remember that seeing that person on TV before, but like the show and everything.
Yeah,
I just never paid attention. Like it's just a show you like to watch, and it's like, oh, okay, a lot of the stuff be similar.
They smart. They know what they doing. And what y'all think about Cat on drugs? Y'all think he on drugs? Like Kevin Hart said,
drugs.
It sounded fake when Kevin said it. He's on drugs.
That man high off life.
How Kevin said he's on drugs. Yeah, the drugs. Nobody want to hear that. That sounded so.
I thought Kevin said that was a joke. That he was joking. That's his butt.
He's a happy person. Okay, all he do is laugh.
Yeah, that's one thing I did like. he had a lot of quotes that I really, really loved, and I was really, really like I enjoyed the whole thing because for real, like I feel like that's my spirit. Like I just be wanting to let y'all know like what's up out here, like
Mm-hmm.
for real. And people,
Mm-hmm.
when people let you know what's up, people will say you're broken or oh you're crying out for help or you need to heal and this that and the third. It's like no, I need to expose what the heck is really happening out here because people are not treating people right. It's all about
Mm-hmm.
humanity to me, you know what
Mm.
I mean? And at the end of the day, Cat Williams is very much underrated. And what he is doing right now, like literally, I've been to two of his shows within the last 2 to 3 months. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And he is really putting people on. He is really doing the work of God. And to say
Mm-hmm.
that he's not, and to say that he's a joke and he's this and that, like you really playing yourself at this point because he's really still doing it. You know what I'm
He's been
saying?
doing
He's
it for
Mm-hmm.
a
still
long
doing it.
time. It's been a
Yes,
long time.
it's been a long time. So shout
He
out to
said
Cat Williams.
he said something that I said that was deep for me. When he said what I look at is already mine and I don't look at what I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear when he said that part? I said, yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
And then
makes sense.
also he talked about being putting on them dresses. I mean, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
I
We
But a
done
mean,
lot
seen
of
I
it.
ain't
these
never
men
seen
in
him in a
the
dress either.
industry,
That's the only one I haven't seen in the dress.
I never seen him in a dress.
Uh-oh. She done blanked out. Cuz.
Cat and Kevin.
You know who else I ain't never seen in a dress?
Who?
Who?
Denzel.
Who?
Who?
Denzel.
Oh, nah. He ain't
Oh
gonna get
hell,
no
he
damn
not a
dress.
comedian. You talking
I'm
about
just
Denzel
He
Washington?
ain't gonna get
yeah,
no
I'm
damn
just saying.
dress.
I'm just saying overall.
He's
can y'all
not
Overall,
a
hear me?
comedian.
Yep, you good.
overall though, it
Can
is
y'all
like
hear me?
overall,
Yeah,
just
he
him
not.
being
That's most comedians do that.
Ugh.
That garb.
uh,
Like
uh actresses, regular
I'm not gonna
actresses do
lie
it too.
because Big Mama's House is a very uncomfortable movie for me. I don't know. I don't think it's
Why?
funny and it's extremely uncomfortable for me. And every time that flashlight scene come on, I
So
just be
Hello?
like, this is so weird.
Yep,
Nice of
we
you
hear
to
you.
join us, superstar. You got the stunning shades on, the hater blocker.
Yeah, she do got them hater blockers. I'm
difficulties.
with them. All right, there you go. Can she hear us? You can hear
I
us?
don't know.
I'm not sure because she's
I don't
not
think she can
saying
hear us.
anything.
She not
Yes.
saying
No,
nothing. Say something.
Hello?
not say something. I
Say
can't with
something.
you.
Make a noise. We could hear the background.
Put up your hand or something.
Oh, this
She
is
must have
real
can't
bad
hear
with
We
us.
ain't
technical
hear
Let me
you.
get her.
difficulties.
Technical difficulties. But there are actors and actors that have worn dresses that are males.
Yeah. What's your name?
Most
Wesley
of them
Snipes
are
did.
they're
Wesley
comedians.
Snipes did it. He's not a
Most of them
Yeah.
are,
comedian.
yeah.
Remember
Huh?
that?
Wesley Snipes, he's a comedian.
He's not a comedian.
No.
He wore a
Oh, I was about to
dress.
Well, he
say.
wore a dress.
He
In
was
what?
straight
He did.
drag.
He
He
gay?
definitely did.
Oh,
He did a
straight
No.
whole
gay.
movie where he was straight drag. That him and a couple other famous actor dudes.
What movie? What?
It was, but this was back in the day.
I
I
don't
thought it
know.
was fake.
Old
It was
movie.
him. Remember that funny Puerto Rican guy that I don't know if y'all, I don't know his name, but he's a
Hold on.
comedian. Um, he played in Spawn as the ugly clown thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
It's like I kind
He's
of
he's he's he got to be Puerto Rican or something. He played in it. It was a
mhm.
white guy,
mm-mm.
and
Not
they
my
You
always
gotta
genre of
look
like,
it up.
movies.
yeah, they
If
always.
you
I
look it
don't know
up,
if you
it's
ever
a
seen the
lot of
movie.
them that put on some dresses.
They all wore dresses though. I'm
Cause
like Wesley Snipes. I'm like
you know who
Yeah.
nah.
spoke
But
up.
then I seen that. I said, wait, he did play that type of movie. Wait, huh?
Yes. A lot of people put on dresses. I'm sorry, y'all. Some random person called me off of Facebook and that messed up my sound. So I
Yeah,
Oh,
couldn't
that's
okay.
what
hear
been
y'all.
happening. That's what was
Okay.
happening to me. I kept
And
getting a phone call.
Like,
what's the other one?
why?
Vin Rames wore a dress.
Who?
Big old big diesel Vin Rames, big old so that the big black dude and Holiday Heart. I know y'all seen Holiday Heart. Y'all never seen
Yes.
Holiday Heart?
Yes.
I haven't.
I
I don't
have
know where
not.
y'all been at. See, me
Oh,
and
what
Cuz
No,
done
what's his
I,
watched
name?
it.
What's his name from Lottery Ticket? The one that played Bow Wow's best friend.
Oh yeah, him.
The
He's
dude, he spoke up about it too and said that Cat was telling him like, "Don't put on a dress, don't put it
he
on a
said it,
dress."
it messed up his
Yes.
career.
Yep, and he said,
Yeah,
"You haven't seen."
it
He
said
even
it
said, "You
messed up
haven't
his
seen me
whole
since."
career.
There
Wow,
you
look
go,
at
But
all
right
he
them
there.
said
people.
he's more at peace. He's more at peace because he said it brought. He said later, literally, it brought him a crazy baby mama and a first
is
class
that
ticket to
Baby
hell.
everybody?
That's
mama.
what he said.
That's a
Oh,
It's
lot of
Kevin
not
people.
Hart
That ain't
did.
everybody,
all
but
of
it's
That
a
them.
is
lot.
Kevin. Look at Kevin.
That's
Kevin
probably not
did.
all of them though.
I don't
That's
think
the
Tyler
sad
Yes.
Perry
part.
count. Tyler Perry don't count
I
because
don't think Tyler Perry
he's
I
counts
not
think that
either.
Hollywood.
does though, because
He's not.
listen,
No,
I
he
don't
don't.
Cat
think
He
he
Williams
did.
said
count
something.
either.
Do y'all like Tyler Perry movies where he played a male role?
I like him
Like
either
that
Yeah,
role.
cop
I
movie he
do.
Here you
had.
I like
go.
him. I
That
like
Here
cop
you
him
go.
too.
movie
I already
wasn't
know
good
what
to
you
me.
finna say.
That cop
He
movie he
he
had
came
wasn't
in
good.
like this. Didn't he
I
come in
seen
like that
Medea.
though?
That's all I
Alex
seen was
Cross.
Medea. Every time
Oh
I
no,
look at
he
him,
has so many other movies. The one
He's
movie
what
just
where the
better as a producer, but everybody not meant to be an actor. He is, but he's more
he
like
can
insightful, but he's more on the managing end. He's good
exactly,
at
but
producing things.
he can act better as Medea though,
He
right? We
does
can all
because
agree on that.
that's how
Didn't
he
he?
started. That was his
Yeah,
start. That's what he did
that's
it
what I was
for.
No, it
saying.
wasn't.
That's how
Yes,
he
it
came.
No,
That's
it
how
and
he
he
wasn't.
came
didn't
out.
Go
It
watch
he
his
was.
didn't do
biopic,
it.
y'all.
I
Go
did
watch his
watch it.
biopic on is on
Come
one of
on,
these
bruh. I'm
special
probably
things.
like the
I
biggest
just
Tyler Perry
watched it.
fan
You
on
Yeah.
the
watched
face of
it?
this
He
earth.
didn't
I
start off
just
as
watched
Tyler
it.
as Medea. He
He
was doing his
did.
own
Yes,
sketches.
he did.
No, he did.
He
He
did his
didn't
That
start
own
off
was
for
the main.
sketches.
Medea.
He was doing producing first. He wasn't
Yes, that's
acting.
what I said. He was doing producing, but the acting came in with his mother and his grandmother being his top influences. That was kind of his way
Yes.
to let out his trauma. So, but he still did it his way. It's not like he went to Hollywood and he started being Medea. This was like, no, I'm
No,
gonna give you what
I
I'm gonna give
understand what
you. You know what I
I
mean?
understand that part. I like Tyler
Yeah.
Perry.
So
I ain't
he
trying to
his
bash
own
him.
production.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying I agree with Cat Williams on the point
Nah,
where
not
all
with
his
Tyler Perry. No, I don't. Now
not
with
by
Martin
himself,
Lawrence.
Yeah, I
not
don't
by
agree with
himself.
With
Tyler
Martin and
Perry.
everybody else, absolutely. Tyler Perry is smart, just as smart as he is. I'm
He
telling
can't.
you,
He
Yeah,
don't
man,
make
it's
yes.
no good
different.
movies by
Yes.
himself. To me,
It's
Yes.
different.
it got to
He's
be the Medea
So
thing. It
we
got to
gonna
be under that umbrella.
we
It
nah.
can
can't
talk
just
about
He's
be.
this on
produced
another
all his stuff.
time. We
All
I'm
his
have
talking
stuff
about
is
him, the
literally
getting
went
main
over
actor
recognition.
now.
time.
Yeah,
Sorry guys, we have literally went over
Yeah,
time.
we
I
going
You
over
know
just
that.
they go at
I
it.
Sorry,
just want to
I'm
yeah,
leave it
man.
off with
I'm gonna
if
bring
you
my
wanted
popcorn
me
next
to
time.
y'all know we be
right.
getting deep.
I'm
We
gonna leave
getting
it
to
with
it.
if you wanted me to speak more highly of you, then perhaps you should have treated me better. You don't get to narrate my story or my experiences with you. Cat Williams.
Facts.
Now
Okay?
that was a fact.
Period.
Facts.
Period.
Yes.
Word.
Absolutely. All right, y'all.
Exclamation
The
mark.
reason why
Period.
we are here today is because we are talking about overcoming and how to handle rejection. I know that everybody has went through this before. Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember the last time you felt rejected? Was it a guy that never returned a phone call or a father that never came around? Was it a boss that overlooked you for a promotion? Or maybe was it someone in your life that never thought you were good enough no matter how much you tried to impress
Mm.
them? We all know rejection hurts and it makes us feel like we're not good enough. But let me be the one to tell you that you are more than enough.
Yes,
Okay?
you.
You are more than enough.
Mm.
What
Mm.
do
More
y'all
than
have y'all
enough.
ever
Mm.
been rejected before? Like, what do y'all think
Yes,
about this?
it sucks.
Every day. No, I'm just
Nobody
kidding.
likes getting rejected.
Yeah, no, it
Nobody.
doesn't feel good, but it's
No.
like, mostly from like jobs or something that I thought was for me. And it was just like, no, that ain't for you. And I was at a place where it was a time where any job that I applied for, I got, right? So I had this cockiness about me. But
Hmm.
the past like couple years getting into the field and doing the actual job that you want, I have never received so many no's or non-qualified, like not a different candidate. And I'm like, come on, man, I know I'm qualified if I'm not overqualified for this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I believe in like if whatever is for you is gonna be for you, whether it's right now or 10 years down the line. If it's meant to be for you, it'll be for you. And
Yes.
it never get easy, you know what I mean? It's not something that is like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it was a no. And you know, some people do got that spirit that, you know, they accept it right away, but sometimes it can make you feel a little depressed or like, dang, is something wrong with me, or why is it
Yeah.
everybody else? And you
Mhm.
know, once you start sweeping around your own front door, you'll kind of, you know, see the things that's for you will be for you, and you just got to be happy for other people if that's what
Mm-hmm.
they got.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Facts,
Facts.
facts, facts. Yeah.
Facts.
Um.
What about y'all?
I got a little thing I want to put about rejection. A little research I did. It's actually about a rejection and dealing with psychological, how it deals with the psychological part of it aspect.
mhm.
Um, so it's a little thing I'm gonna read to y'all, just a little bits and pieces. But it was something that caught my eye, and I actually wanted to let y'all know. So it says the pain of social rejection. Few psychologists tune into the importance of rejection. It's like a whole field miss the important central important part of that in the human life. So it says Mark Libre, PhD, a professor at Duke University, that says that over the last decade and a half, as a growing number of researchers have turned their eyes toward this uncomfortable fact of life, people have realized just how much our concern with social acceptance spread its fingers until almost everything we do, um, it affects everything we do. That's why it says. I was doing copywriting the thing. As researchers have dug deeper into the root of rejection, they found surprising evidence that the pain of being excluded is not so different from the pain of physical injury. That was crazy to me.
Yeah.
So they
It
saying
It
literally
does.
can.
it feels just like you taking physical pain, like somebody beating you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that in a nutshell. So and like what y'all think on that though?
Yeah.
Eh,
I mean, I
I
believe
agree.
that it's a fact.
Mhm.
I totally
Yeah.
agree with that. A rejection could really sting. It could feel like,
Mhm.
It does,
it's
and
a
then
sharp pain.
keyword sting. It stings sometimes, like
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you don't know how to like really explain that, like that physical feeling you get, but it do
Mhm.
sting.
Yeah.
You be like, dang, all
Yeah.
right.
Who you think is
It
like the
definitely makes
most
you feel
rejected?
warm inside.
It
Warm
does. You
inside
don't
and
get that.
stingy. You said what, Mickey?
I said, who do y'all feel like the most rejected are?
Mm,
Women.
Nah.
Who
no,
said
Women
Nah.
are
women?
no, men.
me.
Men.
You think
And I
women
feel
are the
like
most
only
rejected?
and it's sad to say men with certain classes, that's true, certain classes of men, but certain financial classes of men, they take a lot of rejection these days.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah, but
I
women
have to
are
agree with
at the
hey,
Lala, and I
bottom
hey,
of
think
the
you gotta,
totem pole
and
with
this is a
that.
mind
hey,
thing,
listen, I can be one of the greatest men you can probably ever meet, but you won't even give me a chance because of my first
and
impression
that's
of
where
you.
you stopped it at. But what about the women that have said yes and did give you a chance, and they were rejected by getting cheated on,
Right.
being cheated
That's
out?
a whole nother story, though, Mickey.
No, it's
That's
still
a whole
rejection.
nother
No, it's
story.
The
kind
Yes,
of
it
thing,
like,
is. Because now we're not talking about the initial
we're
rejection. We're
talking
talking
cause
about
and effect.
after.
We're
It's a
talking cause and effect.
exactly
So the thing is that because men cheat, women kind of see the red flag, so that's where the rejection sets in. But
yeah.
initially, it's the way the men kind of act when they get a woman, and women know that. So you
like
know what I'm
act.
saying? Our
What? What
brains
you
are.
mean by act? What you mean by act?
What you mean by act? I'm talking
Act.
about
What? You said the word we act. Act what?
y'all listen, y'all not let me not say y'all because I'm not talking about you, Dave.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is a lot of men, you know, the way that, you know, biologically they're wired is to, you know, multiple women, whatever. So they could be in a whole relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be posting all on Facebook, but all up in other people's inbox.
Right.
And
You
a
right.
lot of times you would be surprised, like if a lot of times I didn't see like the actual footage of certain things going on, you would never be able to tell me about certain people. But that's just kind of where the mindset of a man is. And
Well,
in
I
order
can't.
Okay,
for him
What?
let's
to
go to
change
the
that, he has to
comments.
change his mindset. Yeah, let's go to the
Yes.
comments.
So,
What they got?
me possible said black men.
Mm,
Bike Life Jones said black men are most
wow.
rejected, and he said black black men get rejected from jobs, houses,
Relationship.
and black men are the most hated, feared in America.
Exactly. So it's so much
Ooh.
pressure on us
And me
already. On
possible
top of all
said
that
that
other stuff.
Bike Life Jones by all races, which I can agree.
Ooh.
Yes.
I can agree.
That it does get deep.
And what does
Hmm.
that cause? Anxiety and depression, y'all.
It caused.
Insecurities.
It
And
triggers.
just like in more research, they said that with that physical thing, they did more research with the kids. A lot of those school shootings, a lot of those kids deal with that social rejection part though, and
Yes.
it gets to the point where they feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm just about to lash out on everybody. They keep
Yeah.
hurting me. Nobody want to accept me. All right, I'm taking all y'all with me. Like some crazy junk. And that was in that
Yes.
Um.
article
Yes.
too.
So
The
who
same
mentioned
article.
it being a certain class of men? Was that you, Gabe?
Yeah, it's that certain class.
Certain
Yeah,
class. Okay.
that's
So what
true though. It's
class
so
of
true.
men are you
I
talking about? Like lower class, middle class? You
I
talking about that
higher
type?
no, upper echelon class.
Oh,
It's they get accepted regardless. They get accepted easier,
So you saying
easier.
money.
Honestly, they get accepted for even if it's some bull and some nonsense. They accept that just
yeah,
because they're in that upper echelon, that class, and I don't want to
that's
lose that.
true.
And I don't want to
I
lose
can
that.
agree
I
with
need to
that.
stay a
I agree
part of
with
that.
that.
So I'm gonna, yeah, you'll never get
I agree with
rejection
that.
from me. Anything you want, it's a yes.
Yes.
I
James
gotta agree with
Boynton
that.
said, "Kids really, they get rejected the most. Rejected the most. Their no's
Mhm.
are learning experiences, but they're still rejection. Most of our adult problems, male and female, come from rejection endured as a kid. Facts.
Ooh,
Mm.
That is a fact.
ooh,
Actually, when
that's
I did
deep.
my research, that
It
I don't
definitely was
know.
on
With
it
there.
starts
kids,
from there though.
girls,
Yeah.
I
The
feel like
way you
little
cope,
girls get neglected more than boys.
well, the way you
Yeah.
cope with your rejection starts from an early age. The
Yes.
way you
This is
cope with
why
your
men are so
rejection,
confident all the time.
exactly, because you have to build that confidence from earlier, or it might come in different stages, but most of the time it'll come from earlier, and it's going to be harder now if you didn't have it back then, or develop those traits from all the rejection or trials and errors you went through. So yeah,
Well, some
I agree.
rejection is just projection, though. Some people reject you because of their own insecurities.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
and it is a psychological projection.
Mm,
Um, and when someone subconsciously employs an undesiring feelings and emotions on to someone else rather than admitting to or dealing with their own unwanted feelings, when we can see how the reject oh I'm sorry that's psychological projection, when
mm,
someone literally projects their own insecurities off on you and gives
mhm,
you undesirable feelings. Okay. We can see how the rejections we face, they may have more to do with another person's inward turmoil and not our own value. Our lives will change rather than shrink back or get discouraged or play it safe. We will move forward in life with confidence and high esteem. Once we learn that, those little side comments, those little jokes or whatever, sometimes people just that's just their own insecurities that they deal with, and you can't let it literally pierce you. You have to just, be like, listen, I'm gonna let this make me better. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
to prove a point, but I can prove to myself that I'm better than whatever they think or whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
um and not accepting me at a certain table in my most natural form. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a lot of us want to be in certain rooms doing certain things, and we do feel like we're qualified, overly qualified. And some people don't feel that. They can say, oh, well, you don't have this education, you don't have this
Mm-hmm.
amount of time amount of experience and this
Or
and that
this
or
happened in your
whatever,
past. That happened to
or
me all
this
the time.
happened in your past.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even, I can use myself as usual, like being divorced and, just going through what I've been through. I haven't been accepted in certain places because it's like, girl, you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't give that type of advice because you've been divorced or whatever, whatever. You know, that's just somebody projecting their own insecurities, because we're not perfect. You know
Nobody's
what I'm saying? And
perfect.
we all have different things that we go through in life.
Mhm.
Um, and personally, and no matter what, we all have different things that we're going through. But you never know what a person really, really can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? With their uneducated self. You know what I'm saying? With
Mm-hmm.
their you know, kids out of wedlock or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about
Even
that like,
people who have records, um,
Mhm.
yes.
rejected
If
from
you have a
jobs.
felony, yes. If you have a
Mhm.
Yeah,
felony, you won't get accepted
That
to a
is a
mm-hmm,
big
certain
one.
you
job.
won't get. Yep.
I actually
It
do.
de-
Yeah.
it definitely look, I'd have
It's
been
a
rejected from a
restriction,
job
huge.
because of a record, and it sucks because it could just be one thing. I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
person
Yeah.
that gets in trouble all the time, but I got this one thing on my record, and it
Mm-hmm.
literally stopped. It stopped a flow of a very good job, and it's like, dang, like y'all gonna hold that over my head, and that
Right.
happened like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that rejection definitely do not. It don't feel good. Mm-mm.
It don't feel good, but it is necessary, y'all. We
It
need
is.
rejection. It is okay to be rejected. That rejection does
Mm.
not disqualify you at all.
I got
It
something.
actually can make you better if you actually take it in the right way. Stop trying to
Cope with
earn
it.
everybody's approval. You know what I'm saying? If the door is shut, the door is shut, the door, okay, I might as well just go open up my own though, build my own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was gonna say what you saying that cut. So does rejection fall in with resilience? It's the same. It's like in the
Yes.
same thing. So rejection builds resilience. Then.
Yeah.
Rejection
Yes.
builds yes,
Yes.
absolutely it does.
I
That's an
read up on
interesting.
Keep
that too.
keep
That's an
you
interesting
going.
scale.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Okay, it's kind of
I know
true. It's kind of true. Some
with
because
the
it's who the individual is at the end of the
Yeah, I was gonna say I
day.
think that's more independence because rejection. I mean, it depends on like it depends on your personality type because
Yeah,
some kids and some they don't bounce back from that.
I'm a
Yeah.
bounce
So
backer. I know I
it's
always
like
been a bounce backer.
you gotta, I guess, in the middle of that, in the middle of the resilience and rejection, I will put in independence
Mm,
because a lot of it is mindset. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So based on how a child is raised, based on their experiences, and heavy on their personality, but a lot of times that childhood version of you, if you
Yeah.
don't deal with that,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to carry it forever.
mm,
It doesn't
Forever.
naturally shed. You don't naturally get over it. You actually have to overcome it by staring it in the face and
Yes. Looking
overcoming
it
that.
right.
How
Yes.
do but how do y'all even get to that point of
This is one of
even
it's internal.
as
it's
When you
that's
get
that's
tired,
really hard though. If
right,
someone
when
because it's going to
It
keep
especially
takes
if
showing up.
work.
to
Yeah,
It
it's
me,
takes
work.
work.
especially
Yes.
with someone who feel like they're already past that point though. And they're
Right,
not though. To
right,
like they obviously feel like I'm okay. Nothing's
right.
wrong with me. I don't have any childhood trauma, childhood
Hmm.
rejection that's
Yeah.
affecting me today. I am perfect.
Right.
what happens with that
Well, what's
person?
the first step in that? What's the first step in helping yourself?
Admitting.
Admitting, obviously.
Right. So you have, that's what I'm saying. So that's where the growth comes from. Life gonna humble you. Some people it take longer, some people it don't happen. But most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Even 50, 60 years old, and you be like, dang, I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I guess they say it's never too late, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's better to kind of tackle that early on. When you start seeing things come up in different areas and aspects of your life, something should click to tell you, you know what, this keeps showing up. It's showing up in my friendships. It's showing up in my relationships. It's showing up at
It's
work.
showing up
I
in
don't
my
like this.
family.
Everything.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You're going to want to fix it unless you get tired of losing. You're going to be tired of that.
And the best way to fix it is to start off and get from around the people that are rejecting you.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't
Yes.
continue to be around the people that are rejecting you because it's only going to make you worse, and you can't get better. You can't overcome rejection if you're constantly being rejected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to literally separate yourself from that.
I think
Rejection.
that should be I feel nowadays too, it should, because rejection is something so common. You're a parent too, you speak to your kids and coach them on how to deal with rejection
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it does
Because
come, because a majority of those people that are doing the rejecting, it does come from childhood traumas and stuff like that. So they don't have anybody teaching them like how to deal with the rejection. They're trying to figure it out on their own. So I
Yeah.
feel, yeah, I
that's a
think
good
that
one.
should be, yeah, that should be, take your kids and be like, okay, if this was to happen, how would you, give them to an opportunity of
Yeah.
how would you go about it? Oh, okay, well,
I
you
like
should
it
work on this or that. You know what I'm saying?
because they're not coming
Um,
blind, and they're coming equipped
r-
with something.
right,
Yeah.
already.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
when I did some of the research
Mhm.
too, they say it's two exercises when you're dealing with rejection to learn how to cope and have more of a clear mind. They say exercise actually helps.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps you motivated, it keeps you active,
Yeah.
it puts your mind somewhere else
You must
other
hate that.
than thinking about the rejection. Then you got the self, uh
Thank you.
when you do meditation and self-talk.
Mm.
So they say meditation and self-talk, you talk positive, you think positive, and what it was, basically turn that rejection into a positive thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's what I mean by
meditation
that
is good.
resilient thing. You got to turn
Hmm.
that, like you turning that rejection. Okay, you rejected me, but you know what? I'm gonna get stronger.
Right, but you accept it, like,
I'm
Yeah.
I'll
gonna
take
get
that
something
L.
better. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
it's all
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's probably
Yes.
not meant for me. This is probably a step that I need to skip anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Like you know what? I'm happy you rejected me at the. You
Right.
probably was wrong
Because
Yes.
choice
if
anyway.
it wasn't for you, I wouldn't
It,
be here. You know what I'm
exactly.
Yeah.
saying?
I
I
missed my
wouldn't even
I'm
know.
happy you
I wouldn't
rejected me because
even
I
know who
missed
I
my
am.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing about it is, like, a lot of people become depressed and suicidal and different things like that, but I want to encourage somebody today to keep going, because you never know what's on the other side of that rejection.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is work, and to be rejected, don't just look at it as it's your fault, as because you're being rejected. It's not just your fault, but you never know what God has planned for you. You can
Mm-hmm.
give up and be depressed and sitting in your room in the dark all the time and not putting in that work to overcome that rejection and overcome that sting, that hurt, that pain,
Mm-hmm.
and you can be missing out on the blessings that God have for you.
Mhm.
Because I know that if I would have gave up, as even as a child feeling rejected, I would not be here today, because
Mm-hmm.
there was voices telling me to end it. But instead, I'm like, no, I want to see what God has for me. As a little girl, I used to say this all the time. I want to see what God has for me. And
Mm-hmm.
even though, becoming a grown woman and all that other stuff, I still dealt with rejection. but I never stopped. I don't care how much a person rejects me, a business rejects me, a church rejects me, a friend rejects me, a family member reject me. I have to get up every day and be the best version of myself. And I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, it don't always, you don't always wake up feeling the best.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up feeling like boo boo sometimes, like.
Yeah. But you
Sometimes
still gotta get up and
rejection
keep
make you go
going.
Go ahead.
harder. You know,
Yeah,
Rejection make
sometimes
you
when
go
you get
so,
harder.
it make you go harder. Like,
it
oh,
really do.
okay, you
You're
gonna
right.
you
You're
gonna dub
right.
me? Okay.
Yes. And praying is
Hurry up, son.
absolutely a good way to get over it,
Go
asking
help,
God to
please.
help you. Mickey, you gotta push mute if
See?
you're gonna
I'm
talk.
trying to tell you.
Um if you I forgot. Oh, I was talking about praying and talking to God and really asking God to give you the strength and help you overcome it and putting in the work. That is absolutely something that will help, and trust me, I know. And not everybody is going to like you. Understand this.
Everybody,
Not
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people in
every
this
You ain't
world.
everybody cup of
You don't
tea
have to be
now.
everybody's friend.
Yes,
You
but
don't.
learn how to brush it off and not become bitter but become better. Okay?
For
Um,
every
and the one,
rejection, you think of something positive about yourself.
This is
yes,
a good
and
one.
the
Good one,
one
Jim.
that rejected you does not have the final period.
They don't.
I know that's right.
They don't. I'm gonna get into some comments before we head out because yeah. James Wiggins said that's an assumption. A lot of boys are rejected early or especially emotionally because a man shouldn't cry. A man shouldn't be cattled. And some boys are pushed to adapt that man mentality early on, causing them to be left to figure it out on their own. My last comment was about the young girls being more rejected. Oh, wait, maybe there was another
Did
I
he
don't
say
know.
men shouldn't cry? I don't. I think
I think
that's
he's.
the
I,
issue. I think
Yeah, that's
well, I'm not saying that I don't think he's saying that men shouldn't cry. I think he's saying that that's how it's been put out there that
Yeah,
right,
men shouldn't
that's
cry. Men don't
right.
have
that.
a safe place to cry.
I think that's
And
old. I can't agree with. And the only reason why I say this now is because back older, like with our parents, that's kind of how it was. It was like you know what I'm saying? But they was like they were slowly coming out of that.
yeah.
But with so many single moms,
Mhm.
they do coddle these boys. Sometimes it do be too much. That's why kids need a balance. You need the balance of the mother nurturing affection role, and you need the balance of a male figure, whether it's the father
That structure,
or
yeah.
somebody to make sure that that man that he's structured into knowing how to be a man.
But
Because
that
Yeah.
these
falls. It still falls on the parenting at the end of the day because it's not
absolutely
the child ain't gonna, and or if it's that it's the child or it's the individual because it's only that person. If I'm an individual and I know now, well, my dad's not here. Let me go look for other male figures to learn from now, since I can't just look in the next room and be like, "Yo, dad, I need a," you know.
Yeah.
right.
That's
Yeah.
why
So unfortunately,
communication with
that's
your
something you
kids
got to
is
do.
a
It's important.
communication with your kids nowadays is a big must.
It's
Like you
huge.
Hmm.
really got to prepare
Yeah.
them for everything outside of the doors of your house. Like as soon as
Right.
you
Yes.
step out, you got to prepare your kids. It's something that I'm working on myself. You have to prepare your kids for the
Hmm.
outside world because
Yes.
that rejection
Absolutely.
is at
Nobody
an
else is.
all-time high.
Because
Nobody else
girls
is.
from the start, we cooking, cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Like even as a kid, like I had more responsibilities than my brother, even though he was older than me, or I
Mhm.
was expected from my grades. If I brought home a C, it was like a whole corruption in the house. But if he had C's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh well, you trying and you're doing good. So I feel like with girls, that hyper independence starts early, and especially being a black woman, like
Yes.
understand too that just being black period is already a strike. But what about us when you know what I'm saying? We're told that we're too aggressive and we're too
Yeah.
hyper
Your ex,
independent, and
your
oh, I'm gonna go
expectations
get
is
me
more.
a fairer skinned woman because they listen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And No, it's because they're gonna baby you or tell you that, you know what I'm saying, you need to get your it together, and I'm
Yeah.
not your mama. Like, it's a difference. It's because that
Period.
we were kind of brought up to be that hyper
Yeah.
independent, to be we taking care of kids early, like just all type of stuff that
Yes.
we
I
have to do.
That's
totally
just a
agree
black.
with
It's sorry.
you
It's
that
sad to
that
say.
is.
It's just a black
It
experience.
is.
It
It
is.
is.
I know somebody when I was younger, and he actually was older than his sister, and but he was allowed to do things that she was not allowed to do, and I
Same.
just remember her being very upset about it. And
Mhm.
but I
I
always
was
thought
like
to
that.
myself, that's not right. I
It's
really feel
not.
like there's a double standard when it comes down to having a son and having a daughter.
Yep.
If
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna allow it with your daughter, you shouldn't even be allowing it with your son. If
Yep.
you're putting this pressure on your son to, I mean, your daughter to learn how to cook and clean and do laundry and all that other stuff, you should be teaching your son how to cook, clean,
I
and
feel
do
like
Exactly.
laundry too.
that's
Both of them in the
100%
kitchen.
though,
Exactly.
because it's
Mm-hmm.
in the that man's gonna end up
You gonna
not
need it
gonna
when
be.
you
He's
get
not gonna be
older.
Not
reliant
Just
gonna
for
be
like
able
himself.
to be.
He's gonna
just like
need a
they
woman.
tell women not to depend on men shouldn't
Men
be
should have
dependent
depended
on
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 women,
women
women.
and
either.
that's the
Right.
truth. But a lot of men do. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
baby.
that's
Wait,
Because
true.
they don't
Okay,
know what
y'all,
they don't know.
we definitely gotta do a part two, but we're all rejected. It's not about sex. It's not about the sex. To be black in America, it's to be rejected. Can't divide
100%.
it up. Any division is still division,
rejection,
right?
right?
That's a fact.
That's true.
Self
That is fact.
awareness, accept of self, love of self help to overcome rejection. Absolutely. You have to
Mhm.
learn to love
To
you.
love
Love
you.
And no
yourself.
matter what anybody say about you, you are it. Like
Yep.
that's like
Facts.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody needs to
Mm-hmm.
have a mindset like that. You are it. You
Yep.
are really that person to do what it is that God has called you to do. We all
Mm-hmm.
have to stay in our lane and do what it is what God has called you to do. Nobody gets in nobody else's lane, or you know what I'm saying? It's like a
Right.
like running track or whatever. You can't get in
Mm-hmm.
somebody's lane because you gonna slip and fall, and you gonna make that person fall. You gonna make everybody fall.
Mm-hmm.
But stay in your lane and run the course, run your race. You know what I'm saying? And do it at the pace that is best for you. You know, because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you have to live with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But don't worry about the person to your left, your right. You know what I'm saying? Worry about
Mm-hmm.
you and love where you are and where God has you at in that moment. Um, some
Yeah.
people don't
Reassure
even know
yourself.
they are being rejected, which is also true. Some people don't even know they're being rejected. They want to be accepted so bad they just
Right, they'll laugh it off. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
that's sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I
But
can
you know
like
what?
I'll
That's
laugh it
that's
off,
kind of
but I'm gonna deal
that's
with you with a long handed spoon for now on. I
I
know
would
who
say
you are. I see you.
kind of it. You know, I would say it's kind of peaceful for me because if you being rejected and you laughing it off, it's like, oh, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be oblivious to it, and you could also just be laughing it off, like, man, I know who I am. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
Oh, okay.
I
yeah,
Yeah,
know
I
who
see
I
what you
am.
talk about. Yeah, you
You
could.
right? You know, you could just brush it off that way too. But for the oblivious ones, you know, you like, I don't know, I'm being rejected.
yeah.
They don't even know. It don't phase
James
them at all.
But
said
they'll
I
keep
have
trying.
male
The sad part
students.
is they'll keep trying though. That's the sad part. But like you don't know from the first time now. But then it might get worse the 10th time you got rejected and you finally realize the 10th time.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Now I'm
Right.
gonna start killing
Listen,
people. Peace.
I
Protect
know it took
yourself.
me a
exactly.
while. I know it took me a while to realize some things. Like, I done been in places where it's just like, and I would hear what people say. Like, I get really nervous. I've always been very, very shy. And like I got better because I've exercised it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've worked at it.
But in the beginning, I used to be really, really bad at it. I mean, I would get so my body would get hot. I would go to sweating. I'm probably bright red
That's
at the
that
time.
stinging, girl. That's the
and
stinging.
and you know, I've had
Mm-hmm.
people say, oh, you're not gonna work for this because you stutter, or you're not reading it right or whatever. But it's like, but I'm still here, I'm still
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
That's
So teach
you.
me, give me time. You know what I'm saying? That's what elders should be doing. If elders see, okay, this is your passion, this is what you want to do, okay, let me help you, let's exercise this. Because I feel like a lot of the times the elders are so quick to reject rather than teach.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And just say, girl, you don't know nothing. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And it's like, I do know something, but maybe it's just hard for me to articulate it. It's hard for me to get it out because I've been rejected my whole life.
Right.
I'm terrified
Or you
because I haven't been taught certain
or
things.
you never even gave me a different option, right? Like,
Yes.
this is all you gave me. You just telling me that's it. I don't know nothing. I'm
Yep.
just
Yep.
like, okay.
Yep.
And that's all I'm gonna
Yes.
believe.
Yes, I have male students right now who have no emotional IQ, who believes they're weak or soft for showing emotion and crying, or even saying "I love you" to another man. Yeah, because a lot of the times their fathers are not there to tell them "I love you," and if they are there, they're more so down their
Yeah,
back,
I will.
and you gotta
Yeah,
do this and you gotta do it like this, instead of saying, "Hey, I love you," before he walk out the door and go to school, before he
you
go
know,
out and play
for
sports. And
for example, there's men that are raising little boys, and what's the first thing they do as soon as the boy cries? Boy, be quiet. The boys don't cry. Yeah, men don't cry. And then
women
you
do
got
that
some.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I was about to
and
say.
what's crazy? I never did that. And I know my
Yeah.
kid's father used to get mad when my son cried, and I used to let it out. But there's nothing wrong with a man crying. Like, let the boy. That's
Right.
the problem now. Like, I feel that men get taught to hold their emotions, and it's embarrassing if you cry. It's embarrassing if you express your real feelings, and y'all bottle. Men bottle so much in the inside, then it turns you into a whole total different person. You can't
Yeah.
deal with rejection now because you don't know how to even express that you feel some type of way.
With that
Yeah.
certain emotion, I think. I think
Right.
it's emotions. It's hard for men to deal with their emotions.
It's women too.
Dude.
Like
It's
I
Yeah.
just,
remember
I feel
going
like
three
it's hard
years
for just,
without
I
even.
feel like it's both of us though. It's men
Yeah,
and
like
women. It's just
yeah,
how
It's
it comes
human.
down to the individual, the
right.
person.
And
Yeah.
How
women
do
can't
you
show weakness because we got to raise the kids. Like we can't
Right.
take a break because these where the kids gonna go. Like you got to be strong. The men could leave anytime they want, but the
it's,
woman got to
Yeah.
be there. Like it's true, man.
Yes. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. And I tell you, get into places, get around people that are like minded like you,
Yeah.
and you don't have to deal with those type of things. We went over, but I just want to end with this. I just want to ask a question. When was the last time you were rejected?
Mhm.
Or felt rejected? Was it a boss, a
Mm.
ex-spouse, a parent? And what are you going to do about it?
Mm.
What are you going to do about your rejection? Because we can no longer make excuses. We can no longer give up. We in 2024, we know too much. Too much has been exposed
Time
to
to
us.
level up.
It's time to level up. If you need help, get connected to the people that will help you. Period. Do not get depressed. Do not stop doing what you're doing. Don't give up on that business. Don't give up on that book. Don't give up on that company. Don't give up on that child. Okay? Don't give up. Do what you got to do and keep moving, y'all. Because God has a plan for each and every one of us. Walk in your victory and be peaceful in it. And don't worry about rejection, because rejection is necessary, y'all.
Comes
Mhm.
and
Um,
goes.
Pick,
Comes and goes.
choose
Hanukkah,
yourself. Shoot.
Huh? What you
I
say?
said, pick yourself. You can't reject yourself.
You can't.
Pick you.
Okay.
Me.
All right. Pick yourself. I love y'all. This is Real Talk Podcast. I'm going to pray real quick. Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for your grace, your mercy, your love and kindness, for being a giant, for being so big, Lord God. Thank you for this topic, Lord God. I pray that someone was touched, someone was helped on today, that they can overcome rejection and walk in their victory and do what it is that you have called them to do freely. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I love y'all.
Amen.
Peace. Like, share, comment, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Real Talk Podcast every
Hello.
Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. sharp.
On time.
With my co-host
Period.
Mickey Diamond J. Bain and Gabriel Baker. Peace.
Bills.